Hello everyone and welcome to the Oakton Swim and Racket Club, where the Paul VI Panthers are hosting their rival Bishop O'Connell Knights in boys tennis. We've already had the doubles matches for the day, and now we're ready to singles play. In our featured match has Harrison Esty from O'Connell going up against Pablo Morantes from Paul VI. We've got some good sunshine for tennis today, and unlike a lot of March, it's not very windy today, and the players certainly appreciate that. And a point for Morantes. Esty serving in the first game of the match. The players play to a pro set of 8 games. So while the wind is not very strong this afternoon, it is a bit of a cool day. And sometimes that can make it tough for players to warm up, but Morantes and Estes look like they are warmed up and playing well. Both these players cover a lot of the court with both their shots, and then getting to the other person's shots, they cover a lot of the court. So we will probably see some long rallies in this match. And all right, Pablo Morantes now serving. Second serve now. And Morantes picks up the point. And we go to 30-30 here in the second game. Another point for Esty. And a double fault. Our camera location works pretty well for most of the time on this court. Sometimes when the player in the near court is receiving serve, they might go out of the frame. And Morantes goes to the net but can't close the deal with the volley. So Esty up now 2-0. And that shot is wide, so a point for Harrison Esty. Great footwork by Morantes to keep the rally going, but point eventually goes to Este. And another game goes to Este. I mentioned earlier that our camera location means that sometimes the player will be out of the frame, but at least when they're taking a shot from the left, given the sun location, you'll get them in their shadow, as you can see here. And good hustle by Este, but the return is wide. Harrison Este picks up the point and the game. And a nice serve, and then a drop shot from Harrison Este. And that will be a let, so we'll get another second serve.
Go, Pablo.
All right, Pablo Morantes picking up the point there. Trying to break serve. Este to the net, and he makes it stand up.
Go, Pablo. Go ahead. 30-40. You say 30-40 or 40? 30-40. Let's go, Pablo!
All right, so Morantes now trying to hold serve after Harrison Este. Unable to hold serve in the previous game.
Yeah, Pablo! Yeah, Pablo!
All right, great run by Este, but Morantes picks up the point. One of the things that happens when O'Connell is playing on its home courts at Bluemont is there are 8 courts, and so between the singles play, the doubles, and the exhibition doubles, a lot of the players are out on the court most of the time. The difference here at the PVI home courts at Oakton, where there are only 4 courts, is the players tend to compete more in a shift or rotation. So one effect of that is you'll have groups of teammates who are not playing, who are able to cheer you on, and you're hearing some of that from both PVI, cheering on their teammate Pablo Morantes, and for O'Connell, cheering on their teammate Harrison Esty. And we are back. Their long rally, and Morantes goes to the net but can't come up with the volley when he needs it. Both players have good power forehands, and that has kept their opponent from getting to the net very often during this match. And Morantes tries to put a little finesse on that return, but it comes up short.
Yeah, Pablo! Let's go!
And there you hear some of the PVI teammates cheering for Morantes. So the number of courts and the layout here at Oakton are good from the point of view of getting your teammates to cheer for you. It also works out pretty well for the coaches. They're able to keep a close watch on all four matches going on at the same time from a central point. Bluemont, where the O'Connell Knights host their home matches. A little more spread out.
Yeah! Oh yeah!
Morantes takes the game. All right, well, was a look at what's going on in the other courts and some of the other matches. As I mentioned, the teams got through the varsity doubles matches at the start of this match. And our featured match here on court number 1 Harrison Este for the O'Connell Knights, going up against Pablo Morantes for the PVI Panthers. I think both Coach Eric Parsons from O'Connell and Coach Kate Thompson from PVI probably seeing a lot of good things out here on our featured match. I should mention, in fairness, our microphone and our camera is a little bit closer to where the PVI players are cheering on Pablo Morantes than the spot where we're getting a lot of cheering from. We're getting a lot of cheering from the O'Connell Knight players cheering on Harrison Este, but I think there's a bit of a rivalry going on in terms of the cheering, but I would say both teams are doing a great job of showing their support for their teammate. So Este trying to hold serve here. He has the lead in the match. Just looking for a little more consistency from his returns. So both players have already been through the doubles. Now we're deep into the singles match, so it would be reasonable if they both were a little bit fatigued, but they both seem to have a lot of energy left and playing hard on every point. Great effort by Este to take the game and win that final point. He had a long run, and he made the return stand up. So now Morantes will try to hold serve and keep pace with Este. we'll get a second serve from Morantes. And long, so the point goes to Este. And another second serve. And another double fault. Morantes has had a little bit of trouble in the match with his consistency from serve. And Este now has a lead. The players are playing a little more in shadow as the match is worn on. We had more of a full sun out on the court at the start of the singles match. All right, on the last point, we got some good shot making from Morantes, but Este showed he was able to cover the court and make the returns. Harrison Este, just a freshman for Bishop O'Connell, and Pablo Morantes serving here, only a junior, so game, Este. As just mentioning, Este a freshman, Morantes a junior, so these players not only have a chance to come up against each other again in the conference tournament later on this year, but next season as well. The backhand goes wide. So Este picks up the point. Another nice rally, this time ending a point for Morantes. Este trying to hold serve. He has a 6-3 lead in the match.
Oh my God.
And Morantes not happy with that backhand. He has hit a lot of great backhands in the match so far, but he came up short on that one. Good shot from Morantes to get the point. And Este serving. And Harrison Este has picked up the game. He now leads 7-3 in the match. And Morante's got to the net, but the return went wide. Both players have a lot of power in their shots, so they've kept each other away from the net most of the match, but both have gotten up there at times. And point for Morantes. Morante's trying to hold serve and extend the match. He trails 3-7 right now in terms of games. All right, Morantes picks up that point. Gets up the net and makes it stand up.
Let's go, Pablo! Oh, yeah, Pablo.
Another point for Morantes as he needs to hold serve to extend the match. And a power forehand from Morantes picks up the point. After another good rally between these two players. And now a second serve from Morantes. So Este on that exchange, good job of changing up the pace. And he wins the point. And now a second serve from Morantes. And that's the match. Harrison Estes from O'Connell, 8. Pablo Morantes from PVI, 3. Thanks very much for watching.